As we approach the end of the year here on TalkTV, we're going to have a bit of a royal roundup for you. It's one of our favourite subjects, the royal family actually, but they've had a bit of a tough year, so we thought we'd look ahead to 2024 in the hope that it's going to get better for them. Still with me in the studio is Philip Ingram, and also joining me down the line is Charlie Rae, former royal correspondent to The Sun. Charlie, thank you so much for joining us today. The burning question, I think, on everyone's mind here is we know what the royal family does for Christmas. They've all come together in Sandringham, and we hope they've had a very peaceful and merry Christmas after what's been a tough old year. How do the King and Queen celebrate New Year?
Well, they'll be still at Sandringham, and they'll probably have some friends up as well. It's not going to be a big party atmosphere. There'll be the odd dinner here and there. Relatively quiet affair, really.
Like most of the people here in the UK.
Yes.
No, last year, of course, this year, of course, 2023 was the year of the coronation. We've seen an extraordinary rise in the popularity of His Majesty King Charles III and, of course, of Queen Camilla. Do you think the King and Queen will be regarding this as a successful year for them as a couple personally in terms of their connection with the British public?
As a couple personally, I suspect they will be regarding it as a success. As you quite rightly say, we've had the coronation, and we've had that marvellous documentary over at Boxing Day, which showed the behind the scenes of the coronation, which I think will have done an awful lot for their own reputations with the public. I mean, it was the highest viewed programme on Boxing Day, which was good news for them and the makers of the programme. I mean, elsewhere, it's been a bit half and half with the things that are going on in the background with the Sussexes and Prince Andrew. And of course, I think we're going to kick off the year with more problems for Prince Andrew when this list comes out. The court in America has said there's going to be a list of the so-called friends of Jeffrey Epstein, some famous names on it, and Andrew's name is bound to be on it. And that could well cause some more problems because we'll have to see what links there is to each one of those names.
So Prince Andrew is going to have... I always feel with Prince Andrew, it's slightly priced in after his out-of-court settlement. It's slightly priced in. But do you think this is going to be a difficult few first months of the year for the royal family, but with the dual problem of the Sussexes and Prince Andrew?
Yes, I do, particularly with Prince Andrew. Who knows what the Sussexes are going to come out and say next? We'll just have to wait and see. We can hope that they keep as quiet as possible. But for Prince Andrew, he is facing, quite a lot of problems with this list again. This is something that's never going to go away, Jake. I mean, you've still got the simple fact. This is a man who has always denied any of the allegations involving Virginia Giuffre. But the big question is, why did you pay up to £12 million to a woman you claim you never met, even though there is a photograph in existence of you with your arm around her? It doesn't, it doesn't bode well for them.
So that's going to be a difficulty for them. But thinking of the old family firm as they are, it has also been a good year for the Walesers, haven't they? We've seen Prince William campaigning very, very movingly, actually, in terms of his campaign to eradicate homelessness. And the Princess of Wales has really been drawn very close to the hearts of the British people over the last 12 months.
There is no doubt about that, Jake. I mean, they are performing superbly well. Wherever they go, whatever they do, the crowds turn out. You've just got to look at them whenever you see them at an event, and the smiles, not only on just their faces, but on the faces of the people that they're meeting. They're bringing an awful lot of comfort and joy to the various charities that they support. And it reminds me of going back to the good old Diana days when she did exactly the same sort of stuff. And they're carrying on that tradition. And, round the corner, well, I say round the corner, we've got to wait for a few years yet. We've got George, Charlotte and Louis, who will eventually join that firm. So the future is looking good for the monarchy.
Charlie, thank you so much for joining us. On that positive note for the royal family, let's hope that 2024 is a great year for them.